The iPhone 10 will be 6 years by November this year. So if you want to buy it and you're thinking, is it still wise to buy the iPhone X in 2023? That really is a valid question. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Benjamin. So let's get on to the question we want to actually talk about in this video. I'm going to be using 5 different points to actually draw a conclusion or an answer to that question. Now let's start with the first one, and that is build quality. The screen and the back of the iPhone 10 is made with glass. And of course, there's this metallic frame that kind of like adds this premium feel whenever you're holding the phone in your hands. It also has 2 stereo speakers that gives you very good sound that you can actually be proud of even now. And talking about the display, it actually comes with a 5.8 inches Super OLED display that have just a little above 600 nits brightness. So that means even when you're using the phone outside, you can actually still see what you're doing with it. And of course, the refresh rate is about 60 Hz, which for now may seem like the little down point in terms of display and build quality. Why? The reason being the fact that between 2017 and now, a whole lot of smartphones have come out with higher refresh rate. But still, that doesn't take away the fact that the iPhone X actually ticks the box when it comes to build quality and display. It still feels premium. You still get to have this good feel when you're holding the phone. You still get to enjoy just watching YouTube videos or Instagram or basic things that actually brings the display to life. And that is actually what makes the iPhone X still a good buy even in 2023. That being said, let's go to the second thing I feel we should be talking about for any smartphone you're using right now, and that is in terms of connectivity. The iPhone X does not support 2 very important features in terms of connectivity that I feel any phone you're using right now should possess, and that is the eSIM feature and 5G network. The eSIM feature has actually come to stay, and we have seen steady progress in the number of phones that uses it over time. With Apple releasing the iPhone 14 series in the US region with no physical SIM tray, it just helps us to understand the fact that the eSIM feature is something that very soon all smartphone manufacturers will be asking their users to go get. So the fact that the iPhone 10 does not possess that eSIM feature is actually something to consider when you're buying it. And of course, 5G connectivity with the fast speed network that it gives its users. The iPhone X doesn't give you that option. Now the third thing I want to talk about is software update. iOS 17 will be coming out in June, and there are rumors already that any smartphone that is running on the A11 Bionic chip will not support the iOS 17 update. So if you're using iPhone 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, and of course the iPhone X, you may not be able to get iOS 17. And the next thing I want to talk about is the camera. The iPhone X actually has a 12 megapixel dual camera setup at the back and a 7 megapixel front facing camera. So what I did was, while using this phone, I had to go out and take some pictures with it, and as you can see, these pictures still very much are good even right now. And even in terms of video, you can actually be able to have videos at 4K, 24, 30, or even up to 60 frames per second, and even record slow mode videos in up to 240 frames per second. So in terms of videos, in terms of pictures, I would still take the iPhone X as good, based on the fact that you can actually still have great pictures on this phone and also make great videos on it. Now let's talk performance. In terms of performing light tasks like just normal messaging on your phone, taking pictures and doing all of that, the A11 Bionic chip still does very well even right now. But the fact is that when it comes to doing tasky works, like when you're playing games or when you're watching high quality videos on the phone, you just notice that the phone gets to easily heat up very well. Like, I actually noticed the phone heating up when I was playing this Temple Run game that I downloaded to test this phone, and I played it for a very long time, and I did notice the phone heating up right above normal, which I feel it's okay. I mean, the phone is almost 6 years old, and there has been a lot of improvement in terms of efficiency and in terms of robustness when it comes to the Apple chip over time. So really, if you're in terms of performance, the iPhone X still does very well even right now. The iPhone X still is a good phone to buy even in 2023. In terms of build quality, check. In terms of camera setup and all of it, check. And in terms of performance, maybe not so good anymore like you would expect, but the fact remains that it still does extremely well even right now. So let me know what you think in the comment section about the iPhone X in 2023. These are just my own thoughts about it, and I would also like to know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay. And also don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be able to see more videos like this when they come up on this channel. And until I see you again in the next one, take care of yourselves and be good.